Assalamu alaikum. This is Ansari Yasmin teaching maths in Anjuman Islam Abdul Azim Khatkate English Secondary School. And students, today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is parallel lines and transversal. Okay, so we have already heard about this parallel line in previous standard. I'll just give you the short introduction, what is parallel line and what is transversal, and then we are going to learn the angles forming because of the parallel and transversal. So we will cover up two angles today, that is corresponding angle and alternate angles. Now here, as you can see, these two yellow lines, I have made yellow strip for the these two black lines, I have made black strips for that. So these two lines, they are lying in a same plane. Okay, I have given it a name also, A and B. So this is your line A and this is line B. Line A and B, they are lying in a same plane without intersecting each other. So the two lines which are lying in a same plane but they do not intersect each other, even on extending them from both the sides, they will not intersect each other. Such lines are called parallel lines. Okay, such lines are called parallel lines. Now here you can see the yellow strip, okay, or you can say the yellow line, and this line, if you will observe, I am giving it a name L. So this yellow line named L, this line is intersecting the two parallel lines at two distinct points. Here you can see, here it is intersecting and here it is intersecting. So it is intersecting the two parallel lines, line A and B, at two distinct points. Such lines which intersect the parallel lines at distinct points, such line is called transversal. So here line A and line B is parallel and line L is transversal of line A and B. We can write it like this, line A, this is the symbol of parallel. So line A is parallel to line B. Okay, what else? Line L is transversal. Okay, line L is transversal. Now if you will see this transversal line, because of this transversal line, if you will observe, total 8 angles are forming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 angles are forming. So we are going to see the relationship between these angles. What kind of angles are they and how can we find the measure of these angles? Let me give it a number. Angle number 1, angle number 2, angle number 3, angle number 4, angle number 5, angle number 6, angle number 7, angle number 8. So total 8 angles are forming. Okay, the first type of angle which we are going to learn today, or which we are going to understand today, and we'll understand its properties also. Okay, so the first type of angle which we are going to understand today is corresponding angles. Okay, we will today learn first about corresponding angles. So let's see. This is corresponding angles. Okay, now let's see how does the corresponding angles form and what is the property of the corresponding angle. Okay, first I'll start with angle number 1. this is my angle number 1. Okay, this is my angle number 1, which is on the right hand side of the transversal line. Okay, so if I have to find out what would be its corresponding angle, this was angle number 1. Okay, so its corresponding angle would be on the same side, but you need to leave one angle between them. Okay, after angle number 1 there is angle number 3 which we have to leave. Okay, and we need to go to the next angle, which is angle number 5. Angle number 5, this is my angle number 5. Okay, so here this angle and this angle would be corresponding angle. Okay, this for angle number 1 and angle number, I have left the angle number 3 and I have moved on to angle number 5. Okay, so angle number 1 and angle number 5 would be corresponding to each other. Okay, so here okay, so angle number 1 and angle number 5 are corresponding to each other. Properties we'll see later. Okay, now next, angle number 1 and 5 we have done. Now I am moving on to the next angle, that is angle number 3. If I take angle number 3, this is my angle number 3. So as I have told you, the corresponding angle lie on the same side of the transversal by leaving one angle between them. So this was the angle number 3 which I have taken. After this there is angle number 5 which we have to leave, and we have to jump on to the next angle, that is angle number 7. Because angle number 3 is on the right side of the transversal, its corresponding angle would be on the right hand side only. Okay, we need to leave one angle between them, so I am leaving angle number 5. So the next angle is angle number 7. So this angle number 7 would be its corresponding angle. So what was the number of this angle? It was angle number 3. And what was the angle number of this angle? Angle number 7. So angle number 3 and angle number 7 are corresponding to each other. Now you can see both are lying on the right hand side of transversal. Okay, and there is a gap of one angle between them. There should be a gap of one angle between them. So angle number 3 and angle number 7 are corresponding to each other. Angle number 3 and angle number 7. Okay, so we have covered up all the 4 angles which is forming on the right hand side of the transversal. That is angle number 1, 5, 3, 7. Now come to the left side of the transversal. Okay, now we will first start with angle number 2. Okay, we will first start with angle number 2. This is my angle number 2. So I need to keep it here. Yes, this is my angle number 2. Now we need to find its corresponding. So how does the corresponding angle forms? On the same side by leaving one angle between them. So this was angle number 2. After angle number 2 on the same side means on the left hand side of the transversal, there is angle number 4 which I have to leave. And the next angle on the same side is angle number 6. So this would be my angle number 6. Okay. Yes. So angle number 2, leave angle number 4, angle number 6. Both are on the left side of the transversal. Okay. and there is a gap of one angle between them. So angle number 2 and angle number 6 are corresponding to each other. Angle number 2 and angle number 6 are corresponding to each other. Okay, now let's see which angle is left on the left hand side. Let's come to angle number 4. Angle number 4. Yes, this is my angle number 4. Okay, angle number 4. So for corresponding, what we need to do, leave one angle after that on the same side. Angle number 4 is on the left side of the transversal. So after angle number 4 there is angle number 6. Leave that angle, and the next angle there is angle number 8. Okay, angle number 8. So this is my angle number 8. So angle number 4 and angle number 8, they are lying on the same side of the transversal line, and there is a gap of one angle between them. So angle number 4 and angle number 8 would be corresponding to each other. So angle number 4 and angle number 8, they are corresponding to each other. Okay, now we have learned what are corresponding angles, but the corresponding angles formed by the parallel and the transversal, the corresponding angles, they would be congruent to each other. Congruent means it would be almost equal to each other. Now we have already noted down which angle is corresponding to which angle. Okay, here angle number 1 is corresponding to angle number 5. So this is my angle number 1 and this is my angle number 5. So as I said, angle 1 and 5 are corresponding to each other, and as the property says, the property of the corresponding angle is okay. So what is the property of the corresponding angle? Corresponding angles are congruent. Corresponding angles are congruent. It means if 1 and 5 are corresponding to each other, so angle number 1 and angle number 5 would be corresponding, would be equal or would be congruent to each other. Okay. Same way, if I say angle number 3 and angle number 7 are corresponding to each other. Okay, angle number 3 and angle number 7. Okay, angle number 3 and angle number 7, if they are corresponding to each other, it means angle number 3 and angle number 7 would be congruent to each other. Okay, so all these angles, because they are corresponding, they would be congruent to each other. Angle number 3 and angle number 7 are corresponding, so they would be congruent. Angle number 2 and angle number 6 are congruent, so they would be corresponding, so they are congruent. And angle number 4 and 8 are corresponding, so they would be congruent to each other. You can measure it by yourself also. This angle which I have cut it down, this angle is of 60 degree, or you can use the protractor also to measure it. Okay, and this angle also which I have cut it is of 60 degree. So 1 and 5, they are corresponding, they are congruent, they both are of 60 degree. Okay, so here we will write angle number 1 and angle number 5 is equal to 60 degree. Same way, angle number 4 and angle number 4 and angle number 8. Okay, angle number 4 and angle number 8. They are corresponding to each other because there is one gap of one angle between them. 6 we have left. Okay, and they are corresponding to each other, lying on the same side of transversal. So they are congruent, and as I told you, I have cut this angle of 60 degree. These both angles are of 60 degree. So angle number 4 and angle number 8, they both would be of 60 degree. Okay, now the next angle, angle number 3 and angle number 7. This angle number 3 and angle number 7. This is angle number 7. They both are corresponding to each other. They both are lying on the same side of the transversal by leaving one angle between them. Okay, so they would be congruent to each other. Angle number 3 and 7 would be congruent to each other. This angle, I have cut it off 120 degree. 120 degree. Okay, so both the angle would be of 120 degree. Angle 3 and angle 7 would be of 120 degree. Same way, this side also, angle number 2, this angle, and leave one angle on the same side, leave angle number 4 and come to angle number 6. Angle number 6. Angle number 2 and angle number 6, these two angles are of 120 degree. 120 degree. Okay, if you will see angle number 2 and angle number 1, angle number 2 okay, and angle number 1. These two angles, if you will see, when we will join them, it is making a line. It means these two angles are linear pair angles. These two angles are linear pair angles. They are forming on the same line, so they are linear pair angles. It means angle number 1 and 2, they are linear pair to each other. Linear pair we have already learned in 7th standard. Okay, so this is all about the corresponding angles. So when one transversal line intersect two parallel lines at two distinct points, okay, 4 pairs of corresponding angle forms. 1, 5, 3, 7, 2, 6 and 4, 8, and these corresponding angles would be congruent to each other. I hope this much is clear to everybody, so that I can move on to the next angle. Okay, the next angle, which I am taking here is alternate angle. Alternate angle. Okay, so let me write here alternate angle. Yes, alternate angle. Okay, now let's see how does the alternate angle form. The property of alternate angle is same as the property of the corresponding angles. We have seen that corresponding angles are congruent to each other. Same way alternate angles are also congruent to each other. Okay, but how does alternate angle forms, that we need to see. So the first condition for alternate angle is alternate angle forms between the two parallel lines. okay, between the two parallel lines. So here the parallel line is A and B, and between these two lines which angles are forming? Angle number 3, 5, 4, 6. It means out of these 4 angles alternate angle will form. 1, 2, 7, 8 will not make alternate angle. Okay, alternate angle forms always between the two parallel lines. So angle number 3, 5, 4, 6, the alternate angles will form. Now the second condition for alternate angle is that alternate angle forms on the opposite side of the transversal. This is the second condition for alternate angle. Okay, so first let's start with, because alternate angle forms between the two parallels, so of course 3, 4, 6, 5. So I will start with 3. Suppose if I'm taking angle number 3, its alternate, because 3 is on the right hand side of the transversal, its alternate would be on the left side of the transversal. Okay, so left side, and it would be on the left hand side of the transversal. Okay, so if this angle is forming on line A, its transversal would be forming on line B. So which angle is that? Angle number 5 is on the same side, right hand side, so that could not be its alternate. Okay, angle number 4 is all forming on the line A only, so that also cannot be its alternate angle. Okay, so if this angle is forming on line A on the right hand side of the transversal, its alternate angle would be on the line B on the left hand side of the transversal. Okay, so these two angles are alternate to each other. This is forming on the right of transversal, this is forming on the left of transversal, this angle is forming on line A, this angle is forming on line B. Okay, so these two angles are alternate angles, and as I have told you, alternate angles are also congruent. So we need to write its here we will write angle number, this was angle number 3, and this was angle number 6. Angle number 3 and angle number 6 are alternate to each other. Okay, now let's come to the, and you can see these two angles both I have made out of 120 degree. Alternate angles are also congruent, so we can write angle number 3 and angle number 6 are congruent to each other, and they would be of 120 degree. Okay, now come to the next one. Suppose if I take angle number 4, angle number 4 is on the left side of the transversal between the two parallel lines, forming on the line A. So its transversal would be on the right hand side of the transversal. Its alternate angle would be on the right hand side of the transversal between the two parallel lines. If this is forming on A, its alternate should be forming on B. So which is that angle? Where that angle will form? This would be that angle. Okay, so this was angle number 4. Okay, and this is angle number 5. So angle number 4 and angle number 5, they are congruent to each other. They both are of 60 degree and they are alternate, so they would be congruent to each other according to the properties. So angle number 4 and angle number 5 are alternate to each other, they are congruent to each other. So when two parallel lines are intersected by one transversal, the pair of alternate angles which you will get would be, there would be two pair of alternate angles which you will get. Okay, Okay. Now the next type of angle which is formed because of the two parallel and one transversal line is interior angles. Interior angles. So let's see what are interior angles. Interior angles. Okay. Now interior angles, you will understand. I'm just showing you, you will understand by yourself only. Suppose if I am taking this angle, angle number 3, okay, and if I'm taking angle number 5, angle number 5, angle number 3 and angle number 5, they would be interior angles. So you can understand the definition of interior angles by yourself only. They are forming on the same side of the transversal. One is forming on line A, one is forming on line B, forming on the same side of the transversal, forming between the two parallel lines. Okay, and as you can see here, this angle is of 120 degree, this angle is of 60 degree. It means interior angles are not parallel to each other, not congruent to each other. But the property of interior angle is, see, this angle is 120, this angle is 60. So 120 plus 60 will give you 180. Okay, and the sum of two angles, if it is 180, then it is called supplementary angle. It means interior angles are supplementary. Supplementary. Okay, so this is the one pair of interior angle. Okay, so I am writing here angle number, this is angle number 3 and this is angle number 5. So angle number 3 and angle number 5 are interior angles. I am not giving here congruent side because interior angles are not congruent, they are supplementary. Always remember this. It means angle number 3 plus angle number 5 should give you 180 degree because they are supplementary. Let's see, is there any other pair of interior angles? Yes. Let's see which is that. Suppose if I am taking angle number 4, if I am taking angle number 4, this is my angle number 4, so its interior angle would be, interior angle lies on the same side of transversal and between the two parallel lines. So this angle is forming on line A, so its interior angle will form on line B on the same side of the transversal between the two parallel lines. So this, yes, so angle number 6 would be the interior angle of angle number 4. These two would be interior angles to each other. Okay, so I can write angle number 4 and angle number 6 are interior angles, so their sum would be 180 degree. Okay, so we have learned 3 types of angles forming by the two parallel and one transversal line. Corresponding angles, we have seen the corresponding angles. Okay, after that we saw the alternate angles. Okay, and after that we saw interior angle. These 3 kind of angles we have learned today. Okay, where we had seen that interior angle is supplementary, where and corresponding and alternate angle, they would be congruent to each other. Okay, corresponding and alternate angles are congruent, whereas interior angle is supplementary. So I hope this is clear to everybody now. Next lecture, in next video we will learn to find out the measure of the unknown angle. Thank you.